Hello folks, and welcome back to Sew or welcome if you're new. My name is Jess and this is my channel all about sewing, dressmaking and all things stitch related. And today I am bringing you a little vlog of my weekend last weekend at the Southern Sewcial, and I'm going to talk about socials generally. I'm going to talk about what to take with you, what to bring if you're a beginner, what to expect. And then I'm also going to talk to you about the Xanthe skirt which I sewed at the Sewcial and give you my thoughts as well. Plus I've got a couple of other fun bits of sewing chat really, so we'll kick off heading to the Sewcial and then I'll see you on the other side. Good morning folks. So as a result of some marking I didn't realise I had to do yesterday because I thought I'd done it and I hadn't. I have not been able to film a proper vlog for you this weekend. However, I am going to the Southern Sewcial today and I thought it might be fun to vlog my day. So I'm going to vlog my Sunday. So right now I am pyjamas. I curled my hair last night so that I wouldn't have to do much with it this morning. As always, massive success. My hair takes a ceramic curl quite well. So I am all scrubbly. But Sam, Sequin Girly, is coming to pick me up because I don't drive and you don't want to take a sewing machine on the train if you can help it. So she's going to come pick me up in like 10 minutes. So I'm going to get dressed, get ready for the day, and then I'll show you what I'm taking with me. And then, yeah, I'll vlog my day. We're also doing a little podcast recording, so I'll stick that in as well as a little extra surprise. But yeah, hopefully this is fun. Hopefully this is useful. And I can show you a little bit about what it's like going to a sewing social and what I'm sewing as well. Okay, so I have my sewing machine. I have a fully pre-cut pattern bag with the SOI Xanthe Skirt in it, and this includes, I've put thread in there, I've put the interfacing I need, everything I need to sew that skirt is in there. So that'll be good. I've also packed a pair of scissors and my little, where is it? See, I've got a tape measure in there as well. I've got a tiny pin cushion in there because there's already pins in the pattern pieces so I can take them out. And somewhere in this bag as well, haha, there it is. I also have my bobbin box with like my extra feet and stuff as well. I bought this one from Singer Outlet and I cannot recommend just having a little box like this, it's so useful. So I have that. I also have a bag of patterns for the swaps table. I also have in my cute little Sew What's New bag the mics for podcast recording. And then I have my actual bag with my laptop and my, handbag stuff basically. I'm going to see if I can get the mics in here so I don't have to carry 4 bags. But this is, I bring this anyway, but I've got my laptop that's also for podcast recording. And for me, I'm wearing the Nina Lee Caramel jumpsuit. Here it is, looking cute. Couple of reasons I've got this on. Firstly, it's a warm day and I fancy looking nice. But also, trousers, pockets, no waist, so if I'm sitting down all day it'll still be comfortable. So let's get going. Hello folks, so that's me, just stepped out of Sewcial for a sec. I'm having so much fun. I have got halfway through my Xanthe skirt already, it's only been like an hour. And it's so nice, it's always lovely to be around such a lovely Sewcial crew and just to meet other people as well who I may have only met digitally. Oh, it's really good fun as well, it's really, really nice. Nina Lee Caramel is very much holding up, it is boiling today, but a lovely, lovely day to be out. So I'm gonna head back in, see if I can get the second half of my skirt done. I didn't bring my pliers, so TBC on whether we'll get the stud in for the button, but everything else is doable, so see how we go. So I'll stick up a photo of the skirt and finish, but that's us done. We had a lovely time. Oh, it's a beautiful day today as well. Sam and I are now headed off to hers to record some more of the pod, so stay tuned for that. What I'm going to do now is hand back to future me. He's going to talk a little bit about sewing socials, what you should bring, what to expect, top tips if you're nervous. But
it has been a fabulous day. I'll put photos up of the skirt I made. I definitely have thoughts, so we'll talk about that, but it's been a wonderful day and it's been really, really fun. Yeah, now time for some pod recording. Okay, so that was oh my god, that was so much fun. I loved it. The thing is, I am by nature a very solitary sewist, and I don't necessarily mind that. I think it's worth saying. I do like sewing around other people, or I like talking to people about sewing. I would say that's fair. But I wouldn't say I'm necessarily the most natural community sewer. I find it quite hard to chat and sew. So I've been to a social before. I've been to one, again, because I live so close to Sequin Girlie, and she does run the Southern Sewcial, and they are great. So I've been once before, and then I went last weekend. And I don't know if anyone else gets this, I definitely felt very nervous. Even though this time I'm going with Sam and I'm helping set up and everything, like, for some reason I feel a lot more nervous because, I don't know, I think there's a couple of things. Like, when I'm sewing in a big room full of people, there's definitely a voice in my head that says everyone else will be able to sew better than you, and they're gonna, you're gonna do something you think is normal and they're all gonna go, what are you doing? Which they obviously will not do. That's insane that anyone would do that. And they don't. The sewing community is wonderful. But for some reason, that's very much a voice in my head. Or like, I don't know, for me, I'm sure there's other people like this. I sew with trying on constantly. So really, I sew in a jumper and my knickers and one sock with my headphones in with a film on over here and a cup of tea over there. Like, I don't necessarily look appropriate for company when I'm sewing. So I thought there's probably a fair few other people like me out there. If not, I'm super weird, and just let me know in the comments if I might be the weird one. So I thought I would share my sort of top tips for going to a social. If, like me, you're not necessarily the most social sewist. So I would say tip 1, and that's really helped me a lot, is have a project ready to go to take with you. So I cut out the Xanthe skirt back in March, and we're going to talk about the Xanthe skirt after this. But I was gifted it very sweetly by the team at Sew Over It, and I love it, and I'm definitely going to make another one. But I cut it out in March, and then I'll be honest, Sew Yellow Friendo party, Sew Yellow Friendo reveal, major PhD deadline, week in Scotland, moving house and not being very well, wedding. So we got to here, and the Sew Over It Xanthe was still cut out. So I decided, brilliant, I can take that to the social. Now, the real benefit of that for me was I had in that envelope fully cut out pattern pieces. I'd missed like 2 interfaced ones, but yeah, someone else had interfacing. Scissors, thread, denim needles, top stitching needles, like I had everything in there. So when I'm going to a social, one of the things I find very difficult is making sure I have the things I actually need to sew. Like the first time I went, I just was not prepared. Making sure you have needles and spare needles, and make sure you have scissors and a quick unpick. Like, think about what your essentials are and write a list. That's what I do, and I pack it the night before. You don't have to take everything though, because you are in a room full of wonderful sewists. So when I said, oh goodness, I forgot my interfacing, not what I said, but to be fair, oh my god, I had to like properly self-censor, which, it's not that other people aren't used to swearing or anything, that's not the case at all. I just know it's not polite to do so, or to do so the amount that I do when I'm sewing normally. So I was very much like, however, I have to be good all day. I'm preparing for the podcast recording after, where I don't want to give Sam too much editing to do. When I sat up and I was like, I don't have that interfacing, someone else immediately was like, oh, I do, and just let me borrow some. Because that's what these socials are like. They are also a room full of sewists. Everyone in there has run out of their bobbin. Everybody in there has forgotten to cut out interfacing. Everyone in there has cut out 2 right sleeves instead of a right and a left. And I think that's really beautiful. And that's one of the things I would definitely say that would be my second thing. So my first tip being have a prepared project, so you've got what you need. But my second thing would be to remember you are in a room full of sewists. You're not in a room full of experts and sewing teachers. you're in a room full of sewists, and I think that's really lovely. Like, I really liked the support. I liked going around to see what everyone else was making. I liked it when people came over to be like, oh, what are you doing? So socials are a brilliant space to work in. My final tips for socials would be make sure to bring food. I always forget, and then you don't know what's around you, and everyone else will have brought lunch. So do remember to bring your food, and just don't be shy. I know that's a silly thing to say. Let me phrase it better. Don't worry too much about everyone else there. Everyone else there will be shy as well, is what I mean. Everyone else will be nervous. Everyone else, unless they've come with a friend, won't really know anyone. So just dive on in, chat about sewing, talk about patterns. I had some phenomenal conversations about pattern brands and sewing shows and socials and all sorts of fabulous stuff. Just remember, you're there in a room full of people with the same hobby as you, so hopefully you've got lots to talk about, fingers crossed. So I'm now going to talk about the Xanthe skirt, which is what I sewed. So I definitely would treat this one as a toile. So for clarity, I was gifted this by Sew Over It, and for other clarity, please note the button is not on yet because I need to get through the denim and I just need time to do that. And I didn't have a hammer or my pliers with me at the sewing social, so I couldn't put it on. So ignore the lack of central button. So this is the Sew Over It Xanthe skirt. I'm leaving my edge to fray, I should say. I've not hemmed it because I quite like the frayed edge. And I'm really impressed by this pattern. Now, first things first, guys, I did pocket detailing. How cute. I'm so happy with this. Look at it, it's really pretty. And I did that. I literally drew on it with, oh my god, someone at the social had amazing tailor's chalk, and it was really, really good. And I'm going to go online and find it because I normally hate tailor's chalk, but it was actually really like, it was so easy to use. It had like a weird clicky wheel thing and it kept it on a straight line. Oh, so great. Kate from Ripper Seams had it actually, so I'm going to drop her a message and go, hey, can you send me a photo of yours so I get the right thing? So this is the Xanthe skirt. The Xanthe skirt can be, there's two lengths. There's the long length with the open slit there, or, which I love, by the way, it's so much easier to move in, or there's a mini version, and I'm going to make one of those as well in white denim because I feel like I've had a white crochet skirt for years and it's gone unscathed, so I think I'm ready to have another white skirt in my wardrobe because I love my white crochet skirt. So I figured white denim mini version of this would actually look really cute, so that's the plan. So thoughts on the pattern. For me, it came up a little small, but I know denim relaxes over time and it'll wash to be softer. Like you can see, it's very, very stiff right now. So it probably needs like a good sort of scrub to loosen up the denim a little. But also I quite like that for a structured look. I do enjoy it. I can see myself wearing this when it's a little colder as well, because it's quite full coverage. Now I got this denim from Franklin's in Colchester with a voucher from my mother-in-law. And it's really nice quality actually, but this, to be clear guys, is non-stretch denim. So this is not gonna stretch, like it doesn't automatically stretch, there's no stretch in it. So this, I wanna say it's 8 ounce, but it might be 12 ounce denim. I think it's 8 ounce denim, it's just double layered. So it's 8 ounce denim. Now, a couple of construction points I wanna talk about here. Please ignore how skinny my fly zip is. I did it wrong like 3 times and I gave up with this is as good as it got. However, the fly zip itself is inserted beautifully, so I'm really happy with that. What is really cool about this pattern is the pocket construction. Now the pocket construction is mad, and I don't know how, like, I mean that in a good way. I would potentially say the instructions possibly leave something to be desired. However, I think it's worth noting that personally I'm terrible with instructions. So I did just close my laptop, looked at the shape and went, I'm pretty sure this is how it works. Because that's, oh god guys, that's almost me. And I will do a sew along for this if you want with the white one. So if you do, let me know in the comments and I will film that, because I definitely think it would, I think it's the kind of thing it would be useful to physically see someone do with their hands. So let me know if you'd be up for that. Now I'm going to try and find a way to show you the construction of these pockets. I didn't have my overlocker with me, so none of the insides are finished, but I don't really care. I will overlock the second one I do, but I'm treating this as a wearable toile because it's beautiful and wearable and fine, but I will just do some stuff better next time. So I'm going to pull it inside out so you can sort of see. When you get the pattern, the front is like it's like a sort of weird horseshoe, and this bit is just empty. It's fully empty, and you've got two sides like that, and it's totally empty. And you will look at it going, what fresh hell is this? Which is what I said. And then you will realise you have a pocket piece, and then you have a pocket, I forget what is it, facing or lining it's called on the pattern piece. Do not do what I did. I looked at that and assumed it meant fabric pocket lining. It doesn't. What it means is another layer of the pocket that goes behind. So actually when you look at it, this piece here is the pocket face, and then that's the pocket piece. So you end up with this lovely little pocket, but you sew them together and then you insert it. It's one of the weirdest pocket insertions I've ever done, but I have to say, I'm really, really happy with the results. It did baffle a few of the ladies at the social, which I think, you know, not because they don't know what they're doing, but because all of us had never seen a pocket like it before. Also, shout out to Sewing Bear, Claire, who gave me a little dinosaur to put in my denim. Please ignore the way it's been inserted because my machine went insane. My machine had had enough of sewing denim at this point and lost its mind. It was so bad. My machine was just like, make it stop. So I did. But yeah, the pocket insertion's really cool actually. I was really chuffed with that. Now, things to be aware of. For me, the thing I will change next time is the width of the waistband. Now, I can imagine the width of the waistband being brilliant on other people, but for me, it covers the whole distance from the top of my hip bone to my rib. Like, it is a really thick waistband, and for me, it almost comes up slightly too high. So next time, this is a double piece waistband, so there's a front piece here and a back piece. Next time, I'm just going to fold it over, I think. Like, next time I am just going to take one piece that's half the width. Or, I don't know, I might just trim a bit off because it's just a little too thick for me, so I'm going to trim that next time. But I am obsessed with the pocket construction, guys. It's so cute. I love the fly zip. I think that's really pretty. I was going to do flat fell seams, but honestly, I just couldn't be bothered. And as we've seen on this week's Sewing Bee, flat fell seams take 7 or 8 million years, so I wasn't feeling it. They're not in the pattern instructions, I should say, either. It just has to overlock. I might flat lock seam on my white denim mini I'm going to make. I might do that. TBC. Also, if anyone's seen any nice white denim anywhere, please do let me know. I quite like a softer denim than this, maybe like a 6 ounce rather than an 8 ounce. But then I don't know, structure might be nice. Thinking about it. And I'm going to use the same colour top stitching actually on the white one as well, because I think that would look really cute. Sequin Girly really wants me to embroider some like lettering or something on my next pockets when I do this. So TBC, we'll see if we do or not. One of the really nice things though about sewing this at a social was the fact that when I was confused, it wasn't so much, I didn't necessarily ask for help, but it was really nice to be able to turn around and go, what am I doing, to someone else, and just have a giggle and have a laugh. It meant I took it a little less seriously when I didn't know what I was doing, but also I could just sort of plough through, and I knew I was in a room full of people who would giggle with me if I did a massive sewing fail. So that was really nice. I liked that and it was good fun, and I'm really excited to wear this out once I have convinced my wonderful partner to help me pierce a hole through this denim and stick a button in it, on this side obviously, and then I'll stick a buttonhole here, that's fine. But yeah, like, I'm really chuffed with this. I'm really happy. Now we're ignoring the pile of fabric behind me because I've got 2 videos coming out on those, so no, you can't see them. However, I do have something exciting to show you. So the very, very lovely Cosy Club Handmade has very sweetly sent me some of her labels, and they're gorgeous. She sent me them for free, so thank you very much. Please go and follow her if you don't already. She's also on Etsy. Rachel is such a sweetheart. She's based in Malta, which I did not realise. And she's brilliant. She sent me a really cute little card, and it's really nice. And you guys know I rarely see labels I like, but the Cosy Club ones I thought were really pretty. So should we have a little look? Firstly, they're packaged like this, which I think is cute as. So we're going to go into here. Me trying to open a packet of labels. She asked me which ones I wanted, and I asked her to send me her favourites because I thought, again, as someone who doesn't wear labels, oh my god, she's given me such a selection, guys. Look at this. They're all different. Oh my god, I love them. I love the You Are Amazing one with a llama on it. That's brilliant. That's going to go in Oh my god, that I might put that in one of my sister's presents. I like this one. It says better than bought. It says I love what you're wearing. Sewing is my superpower. Oh my god, this is adorable for anyone who loves a dachshund. If I can hold that, this took long to make, and it's got a little dachshund on it, and then it's got its little butt on the back, and it's so cute. A good perfectly imperfect one. This is an absolute vibe because it says oops, mistakes were made, but then on the back solutions were found, and I think that is adorable. And then we've got some big labels as well, and I can already tell one of these is going to go into my next Xanthe skirt. Nope, just dropped the card on the floor. Whoops, pick that up in a sec. There's the limited edition one, which is adorable. And then there's the I made this, therefore I can do anything, which is adorable. And I think next time I'm going to stick that maybe on the back, like there, on my white one, or maybe like tuck it into a pocket or something, or possibly on the inside, because that would look cute, wouldn't it? But yeah, I think that would be really fun. I love these labels, and I cannot emphasize enough how much I really am not normally a label person. Until I saw these and I was like, oh my god, they're stunning, and I followed her for a while. When she messaged me, I was like, oh yes, I would like that. So stay tuned and see all the wonderful garments I managed to get these in over the coming months, because I am going to keep them on my desk. Because do you know the number one reason I don't put labels on my clothes is I forget. I totally forget, and then I get to the end and I'm like, sugar. That's a problem. And also I hate labels at the back of my neck because they really irritate my skin there. So I'm going to start putting them in like side seams, like visible labels in pockets and stuff like that, because I think that's really fun. Now, before I leave you, I'm going to tell you I've had a change of heart about something I have been planning to sew for ages. As lots of you will know, I have a stunning white cotton voile around here somewhere. There it is. It's beautiful, from Semi Sunshine. So it's covered in embroidered daisies, which is adorable. I love it. Now, I was going to make it Tilly and the Buttons Mabel. And then a couple of you were like, it will look a bit like a milkmaid. And I was like, no, it won't. And then I realised it probably will. It might. It's a bit of a risk. And then this is countered by the idea that actually I have, what's it called? I want to say this So Love Mia, I think, and if I've remembered which one it is, I'll put a photo there. And I have the pattern for that. I need to get it printed, but I have the pattern, and I actually think that would look beautiful in this, like the shorter length, just like a pretty summer, little strappy summer dress, the cute little sweetheart thing. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I think this might be the fabric to do it with. Like, I think that'd be really nice. So I might do that instead. Let me know. I'll put a poll up actually, but also let me know in the comments, Mabel or Mia. Let me know what you think. So that's my plan. Other than that, I'm sewing a dress I can't tell you about because the pattern isn't released yet. And I'm also doing a collab, and I'm being part of Sew Fruity this year, so look out. Next, I don't know what day it is anymore. Not next Friday, the Friday after, I've got a very exciting collab launching, so stay tuned for that. And next Monday, so Monday the 4th, I think, I'm part of the Sew Fruity vlogger calendar, so you will see the fabric that I'm like hiding behind me. You'll see that then. So that's a lot of my plans coming up actually. But also I need to crack on with version 2 of my wedding dress with adjustments. What I actually need to do is trace out the patterns, as in like trace out my adjustments onto dot and cross paper, so I have new pattern pieces to work from, so I'm not adjusting the old ones. I might as well just change everything over and then it'll be better. So stay tuned for that as well. I'll tell you little bits, and then in November after our wedding you will get a full like 3-part vlog series about my wedding dress, which will be fun. I'm excited, guys. So all that remains for me to say is thank you so much for watching today. I know I couldn't come to you last week because life is life, and I'm not going to say sorry because this is a hobby. However, I am going to say it's lovely to be back as always. It's lovely to catch up with you guys. So do let me know in the comments what you're excited to see. What do you think about the Xanthe? Have you sewn it? Are you going to now? Would you like a sew along? Also, if you stuck with me this far, you will notice there was a change in sound quality halfway through. That's because when I filmed the first bit of this vlog, I thought my mic was plugged in and it wasn't, so it was picking up phone audio. So the second half is actually through my mic because I was like, why isn't the light on? I realised my mic wasn't on, it was just picking up through my phone. So, middle. As a result, I am it's really hard to balance the two sounds, so there will be a noticeable change. I'll do my best, but there'll probably be a change. It isn't you, it is me. And next week we'll be back to normal, consistent sound throughout. But thank you all so much for watching. Please do give this video a like if you can, share it with the sewing pal, and subscribe if you want to hear more from me. I'm nearly at 6,000 subscribers, and I would love to build an even bigger community. So if this is your first video, please do subscribe, that'd be lovely. And until next week, when I'm going to bring you a vlog all about how me May has gone and what I'm thinking about for future years. So see you then, guys. Bye.